Leviticus 26 and 1. He shall make no He shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear you up a strange image, neither shall he set up any image of stone in your land to be bowed down unto it, for I am the Lord your God. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kakadash, double and see the apostles, elders, and brothers on down a great notes from where I learned this truth from. And salutations to the whole elect. This is your brother Rai Banyamian here to share the lesson. I started with that script here because it was one of those things, I saw as a teenager, and I couldn't put into words until fairly recently, and I wanted to share with you, you know, um, you know, what I read in the script here and the understanding that I get. We all, since we are children of slavery, we all can relate to what I'm saying on one level or not, whether you be Bayamian from the islands or whatever, or Judah from the Americas, Ephraim, so on and so forth, right? Now, one of my favorite shows when I was a teenager was the Legend of Hercules, and he went into this cave and to fight this dude named Bacchus. And with Bacchus, he was always like around a lot of women. Like wherever he is, there's also a lot of pleasures and evil and stuff going on. You know what I mean? Now he would be there in the background, but he's not interfering with the situation. Whatever pleasure is going on, he's just there looking on. He really intervening too much. Everything just happening. He's just in the background, looking on everything, right? So when you go into the name, just a brief description. It says Bacchus, known in Roman mythology as Liber, is the god of wine and madness. However, he is known to throw extreme parties called bacchanals. Now that word bacchanal, I'll just go into that briefly in a minute. So remember that word for later. Bacchanals, right? Adonis once claimed to be having a bacchanal, but Hermes disclaimed this. That is later on in the episode and stuff like that. Now, according to what we would say in the islands, a bacchanal would be a discourse, right, or argument. Now, this discourse or bacchanal would be brought about by gossip and confusion. So, let's say you are standing up on the road, on the side of the road by yourself, and this dude, he walk up to you, he says something to you, and before you all know, you're arguing on the side of the road, or you're fighting because of what he said. Now, it may not make sense what he said to you, but whatever it is he said was offensive. So that's why, they would call it, a bacchanal. It's like a discourse, you know what I mean? So the foundation of the bacchanal or the discourse was always something of, confusion, either confusion um, or gossip, you know what I'm saying? So so you see this image here. He had the horn, basically just like a devil. Had the horn, the goatee. He red skin and black leather outfit. And when I was also a teenager, I saw this image here. This is a music video. I'm gonna try to see if I could put the link in the description so y'all could watch it for yourself. But this is also music video in the islands in Trinidad. So it was months after I watched that Hercules episode with Bacchus. Right, so you see here is just a screenshot. This dude, he has horns, You know, he has on a red top, and in the background, people are reveling. You know, he's just there. They would run past him like he's invisible. He's just there looking on. At the confusion and the reveling, wherever it is going on. He's just looking on. He's not really affected. He's there in it, but you know what I mean. He's not really partaking too much like physically in the whole thing. He's just looking on, like a spirit or whatever. Right. And this is another image here. Dressed in black. Now for this celebration, it would be called Carnival in the islands in the Caribbean. But moving on, I wanna touch a script here real quick as to why I'm doing this. Alright. So in the book of Revelation 18 and 4, so sorry, 18 and 4, it says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive none of her plagues." So this celebration, carnival, a lot of my friends were taken and killed around that holiday, like around February, March. Every year we have the carnival celebrations. And one of the reasons why they said we have that carnival celebration is because after we gain independence from the British, to celebrate this so-called victory or whatever, we put on costumes and stuff, and we early ancestors in the islands, they revel the streets, to show gladness that they were no longer enslaved or whatever by the British. But when I go into how did Trinidad gain independence, just a brief description. It says Trinidad and Tobago achieved full independence via within the Commonwealth with Queen Elizabeth II as a titular head of state on August the 1st, 1976. So no war was fought. Now it says that word the Commonwealth, right? It was a Commonwealth with Queen Elizabeth II. When we look up the word Commonwealth, it says a Commonwealth is a traditional English term for a political community founded for the common good. Historically, it has sometimes been synonymous with republic, the norm Commonwealth meaning public welfare, general good or advantage. So, it's not like they said, well, out of the kindness of our heart, the British, out of the kindness of our heart, we did these people wrong, we're going to let them go. No. Our people were taken into captivity, meaning that somebody fought, fought and win battles to put us in captivity. And how you get out of captivity is not by agreement. You have to fight. Just so you fight to get people into captivity. If the people want to get out of that captivity, they have to fight as well. But no fighting take place for us to gain any independence down there in the Caribbean. So the Commonwealth is not based on any fight. We still have to pay homage to the British, or tribute to the British. So we are still subjected, and we are not free. We are still slaves under their system, right? So just as how they fought to keep us into captivity, the only way we would get out of captivity is in the book of Joel. All right. I'm gonna put that somewhere down here. Joel 3. I'll start at verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Israel, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right? See, Lord's going to plead on our behalf. When we look at that word plead, it says to present and argue for your position, especially in a court or in a public context, right? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to go to court on their behind, for keeping us captive, and that is how we are going to be free. I know I kind of went off on it, but going back to this, when I first saw this image, as a teenager, when I saw the video, someone was off, about it. It didn't seem right, but I couldn't put the words and stuff in it. So, thankfully, as I came in our God, even in our younger years, the most I preserve our mind. Even though, we were seeing things on the television or indoctrinated by certain things, he had it where, some of our parents still protected us or hide us from certain things. But, we can't get away from all the indoctrinations in this society. So on the other side, we gotta be careful, what we open in our children to seeing, because just how, I saw this first image in the Hercules episode, and then subsequently this one months later in the music video, but I just couldn't articulate it then when I was a teenager, and it came to my mind now after seeing the video and stuff, and I was like, wow, I miss certain things. So we are being bombarded with a lot of subliminal messages, especially the children. That's why the wicked, they want to get the minds of the children at a very early age, so we have to protect them, as best as we can, So I just wanted to share this. I know each Akim and each Aqua have the own story. So as with Carnival, it also applies to Thanksgiving and Christmas over here in America. So per Leviticus 26:1, it says, come out of her, my people, So I just wanted to share this with you all, Lord willing, it was edifying. Until the next time, I say shalom.